The pandemic shook the American fast food sector, with several firms experiencing insurmountable hurdles as a result of this all-consuming worldwide calamity. As a consequence, the closure of many well-known enterprises is becoming more prevalent, with hundreds of once thriving fast food restaurants now failing to make a profit. Let's take a look at 7 troubled fast food restaurants. Number 7. Subway. Subway has long been the market leader in classic submarine sandwiches, with over 20,000 locations in the United States and another 17,000 outlets overseas. Is this once popular brand, however, sliding to new financial lows? In the mid-1960s, Fred DeLuca borrowed $1,000 from a friend to open Pete's Super Submarines, a new sandwich shop. His sandwiches were created with high-quality ingredients at reasonable costs, and they were an immediate success. Subway had over 40,000 outlets at its height, selling its iconic sandwiches to millions of Americans and making DeLuca a millionaire in the process. However, Subway's popularity has plummeted in recent years, with a shocking 25% decline in foot traffic. It is currently estimated that 1/3 of all Subway locations are losing money. The shutdown of thousands of outlets throughout the United States has foreshadowed terrible times for the fast food company. Is Subway a byproduct of its own success? Its massive market presence seems to have cannibalized its own popularity, giving birth to a slew of rivals who appear to be preferred by consumers. Subway has recruited management experts, Bain & Company, to try to stem the rot. However, another 500 shop closures in 2022 have many wondering whether this is just in preparation for the company's sale. Number 6. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is a fast food institution, a symbol of US 90s pop culture, offering consumers all over the globe a taste of the American dream. Brothers Dan and Frank Carney founded Pizza Hut in the late 1950s. Due to the enormous success of their novel twist on traditional pizzas, they were running 5 additional stores within a year, becoming one of the first pizza chains to promote the stuffed crust. Pizza Hut was purchased by PepsiCo in 1977 and went on to become one of the world's biggest pizza restaurants. Surely this world-renowned American institution is immune to the effects of present economic uncertainty. Unfortunately, this is not the case. Pizza Hut is now mired in a multi-billion-dollar financial problem as a result of years of dwindling revenue. In an effort to reverse the decline, Pizza Hut has closed hundreds of outlets. And Pizza Hut franchise NPC has declared bankruptcy, but only time will tell if those once iconic red roof structures will become yet another reminder of a bygone America. Number 5. Boston Market. This once popular rotisserie restaurant debuted in 1985 and was an immediate hit. Throughout the 1990s, the business quickly developed and became so popular that it was bought by McDonald's Corporation in 2000 and Sun Capital in 2007. By 2020, the business would have 346 restaurant outlets distributed across 28 states, employing 14,000 people. The firm sought to enter the Australian market in the early 2000s, opening 9 locations in the Sydney metropolitan region. However, due to a heavy rivalry, several of these outlets were subsequently converted to McDonald's, causing Boston Market to quit the Australian market the following year. Boston Chicken's ownership changed once again in 2020 when Rohan Group, founded by business mogul Jay Pandya, bought the firm. However, there were soon charges of illicit asset transfers and high management fees, with some accusing Jay Pandya of using Boston Market as his personal piggy bank. In 2023, an inquiry into Boston Market owner Jay Pandya's business activities uncovered a firm in shambles. Unpaid salaries, abuse of workers' rights, and refusal to pay bills due to several suppliers, resulting in over 200 lawsuits being brought against the company. The Department of Labor and Workplace Development issued a stop work order to practically all Boston Market locations in New Jersey. Jay Pandya was eventually found to owe his employees a total of $607,471 in unpaid pay. Eviction letters were also given to other retailers owning to unpaid rent, indicating that Boston Market's long and agonizing demise is nearing its end. Number 4. Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's Gourmet Sandwiches opened for business on January 13, 1983, and made the wise decision to provide sandwich delivery services to boost sales. The restaurant made a significant profit in its first year of business. In 1986, Jimmy John's opened its second location in Macomb, Illinois, followed by a third in Champaign, Illinois in 1987. Jimmy John's would establish hundreds more outlets throughout America over the next several years, but their popularity wouldn't last forever, as an all-too-familiar scenario started to emerge. Jimmy John's lost 166 restaurant locations in the United States between 2018 and 2022, bringing their total number of locations in the United States from 2,803 in 2018 to 2,637 in 2022. Things would become much worse for Jimmy John's at the start of 2020 when the U.S. Food and Drug Administration issued an FDA warning, citing evidence of 5 E. coli-related human illnesses. E. coli is now disseminated when people come into touch with raw, undercooked, or poorly prepared food containing this lethal bacterium. E. coli outbreaks like these are a nightmare for any restaurant, let alone one that is already struggling financially. According to the FDA, the Iowa Department of Public Health stated that 22 people have been infected with the epidemic strain of E. coli as of January 2020. The FDA stated that all 20 people questioned by the Iowa Department of Public Health had eaten at one or more of the 15 Jimmy John's locations. Jimmy John's prognosis looks to be worse than ever, with plans to shutter even more outlets in the near future. Number 3. Applebees. The first Applebees began in 1980s, and by the 1990s it had grown to become one of America's biggest restaurant chains. Customers were drawn to its warm, welcoming ambiance, which wonderfully captured classic American ideals. The corporation continued to expand and had $2.35 billion in sales by 1999. DineEquity, an international food and beverage company, paid a whopping $2.1 billion for Applebees in 2007, while sales dropped substantially over the next decade as the younger generation became dissatisfied with Applebee's old design and ideas, preferring to eat at more contemporary establishments. DineEquity stated in 2017 that it would close up to 135 outlets before the end of the year. Applebee's has 1,578 restaurants in the United States by the end of 2021. It's the lowest total in almost a decade. It had hoped for better results this year, but this once popular American institution is still struggling, with more closures looming. Number 2. KFC. Another well-known U.S. organization, another tale of closures and financial losses. Colonel Harlan Sanders, popularly known as KFC, started the company in 1930. He bought a wayside hotel in Colburn, Kentucky, and started selling his distinctive Southern-style chicken to locals. KFC would go on to become a multi-billion-dollar industrial behemoth, selling its top-secret recipe chicken in over 150 countries worldwide. However, strict cost-cutting tactics enforced by out-of-touch management have lately shifted the emphasis from excellent cuisine to profitability. As a result, consumers have abandoned the Colonel in favor of competitors such as Popeyes and Chick-fil-A. Many have termed this the American Chicken Wars. Unfortunately for the KFC franchise, it's obvious who is losing this struggle. KFC closed 156 outlets in the United States between 2018 and 2022, reducing the number of locations from 4,074 in 2018 to 3,918 in 2022. This year has seen even more closures, with several workers only learning they were out of work when they arrived at work to discover the restaurant had permanently shuttered its doors. Number 1. McDonald's. Nothing beats McDonald's when it comes to fast food restaurants. Its famous yellow arches have long been associated with America, and more specifically American globalization. McDonald's is the world's biggest fast food restaurant business, with a presence in over 100 countries and a network of over 40,000 units as of 2021, serving 69 million people daily. The McDonald's Corporation, well known for its famous hamburgers, cheeseburgers, french fries, and milkshakes, employs 1.7 million people, earns billions of dollars, and now has the 6th highest worldwide brand worth. Is it possible to conceive a future without McDonald's? The pandemic, on the other hand, inflicted a huge blow to the fast food business. McDonald's had its lowest earnings in over 15 years because of the pandemic's economic collapse. Consequently, McDonald's chose to close 200 of its outlets in the United States this year. Although McDonald's will remain a fast food giant, possibly more than any other item on our list, the fact that McDonald's is facing major closures is a frightening indicator of the issues that many fast food corporations are experiencing during these uncertain times. The effects of the pandemic are still being felt, and it may be several years before the fast food business can emerge from the ashes of this destroyed American ideal. But before then, it's virtually probable that many more once thriving American fast food companies will be gone for good. So, what are your thoughts on all of this? Let us know in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date in the world of economics.